A few thoughts as we pray Psalm 30 together. I will exalt you, O Lord, because you have lifted me up, and not let my enemies triumph over me. O Lord my God, I cried out to you, and you restored me to health. You brought me up, O Lord, from the dead. You restored my life as I was going down to the grave. Let's pause to ponder a little bit what we've just read and read it to God, but also to think about where we've been, the times we've been restored, the times we were on our way to the grave and life was restored, the times we have been restored to health, the times when we've been mentally or spiritually or relationally or almost physically dead. But life came back to us. We had another chance. That causes us to come to the next part of the psalm and sing to the Lord, you servants of his. Give thanks for the remembrance of his holiness. And so there we are. We give thanks as we remember God's holiness, that God is set apart and sets us apart. And his holiness is brilliant. And here's the part that you're familiar with. For his wrath endures but the twinkling of an eye. His favor is for a lifetime. Why is that? Why is wrath only for the twinkling of an eye? Because wrath has a limited shelf life. Wrath in God's character is not an outburst of anger, an indignation. It appears that way and it functions that way, but it is a correction. It is a function that enables us to wake up and turn around so that we do not continue toward the grave and toward bad decisions and toward ill health and toward unrighteousness and toward harming ourselves and other people and violating the holiness and the love of God. It's that yelling at the top of your voice, stop, there's a bus coming, and you're walking into the path. And so it has a limited shelf life because it has a limited function. And then it goes on, and you know this part. Weeping may spend the night, but joy comes in the morning. And that is our living hope that regenerates us, that rejuvenates us, that brings us back, and that sustains us through the night. We may weep for the night, and weeping is an appropriate response so often to where we are and what we're dealing with. The joy comes in the morning, and it continues. While I felt secure, I said, I shall never be disturbed. You, O Lord, with your favor made me strong as the mountains. Then you hid your face, and I was filled with fear. I cried to you, O Lord. I pleaded with the Lord, saying, what profit is there in my blood, if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you or declare your faithfulness? This is us. This is our life. We struggle. We have times when we can't find God or can't find God the way we're used to finding God. God's face to us seems hidden, and fear overwhelms us, and we forget the things that we would remember and the times we've been delivered, and we cry out, and we argue with God, and we ask God to please help us. Hear us, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. O Lord, be my helper. And then we come to our senses The psalm ends with these glorious words: "You've turned my wailing into dancing. You've put off my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Therefore my heart sings to you without ceasing. O Lord my God, I will give you thanks forever." My friend, may your wailing be turned to dancing today. May you be clothed with joy. May your heart sing without ceasing. And may you give thanks to God forever. And God bless you this day and always.